Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Structural Funda. Today we are going to design a column with given condition as the axial load as 1200 kilonewton and we have given the effective length as 5 meter with respect to z axis and 2.5 meter with respect to y axis. It means that we have to calculate two design load in zz axis as well as yy axis, and according to that we can find out the total design load of the column. So let us design section. So first of all we have given the axial load as 1200 kilonewton. So the factor load is equal to, or we can say that the design load is equal to 1.5 into axial load, which is equal to 1800 kilonewton. Now for the design of section we need design compressive stress, and for the design criteria, design compressive stress FCD is generally assumed as 60% of yield stress. It means that 0.6 into Fy. Now our equation is PD is equal to AE into FCD. It means that effective area required is equal to design load divided by design compressive stress, which is equal to 12,000 mm square. So let us choose one section from the steel table as now from the steel table we can find out the property of ISMB, Indian Standard Medium Beam section, having the overall height as a 550 mm. So the required value is Now let us go for the section classification for effective area. So first criteria is B by TF, which is less than 15.7 epsilon, and second criteria is D by TW, which is equal to H minus 2 times thickness of flange minus 2 times root radius divided by TW. Is greater than 42 epsilon. It means it is not okay. So let us reduce the value from 475.4 as a overall D in terms of effective depth. So let us take DE by TW as which is equal to 448 mm. Now we have calculated the effective area from equation gross area minus reduction of overall depth area and addition of area of effective depth. Which is equal to 12904.12 mm square. which is greater than AE required. It means it is okay. Now let us calculate the design load according to ZZ axis and YY axis. Now for the design load, we have given the effective length in ZZ axis as a 5 meter and YY axis as a 2.5 meter. Now let us take the values from table number 9C by assuming that our buckling axis is in semi-compact section. Hence we can use table number 9C. Now first of all, the value KL by R is equal to 5000 in terms of mm by 221.6, which is equal to 22.56. Now using table number 9C, the value range is between 20 and 30. The value of FCD is 224 and 211 Newton per mm square. Now interpolating between 20 to 30 in terms of FCD as 224 to 211 for the value of 22.56 by interpolating via calculator. The link for interpolating steps is given in the description link, so you can calculate the interpolation directly from the calculator. And by interpolating for KL by R as 22.56, we will have FCD is equal to 220.62 Newton per mm square or megapascal. Now the design load is equal to effective area into FCD. Our effective area is 12904.12 into 220.672, which is equal to 2847.57 kilonewton in the ZZ axis with effective length as a 5 meter. It means that for the given section as ISMB 550 with 5 meter effective length and radius of gyration along the ZZ axis is at 221.6 mm, the design capacity is 2847.57 kilonewton. Now let us calculate with respect to YY axis. So first thing, KL by RYY. Now KL is given as 2.5 meter and RYY is 37.3 mm. So value is again from table number 9C, KL by R value range from 60 to 70. We have FCD as 168 and 152. Now interpolating this term, we have FCD is equal to 156.77 Newton per mm square and design load is equal to effective area into FCD, which is equal to 12904.12 into 156.77, which is equal to 2022.97 kilonewton. So for YY axis, it can take 2022.97 kilonewton according to the given criteria. So one can calculate the design load with respect to any axis of the column by analyzing the buckling class classification. If you have any query, you can mail me. My mail ID is described in the description link. Thank you.